BJP Viku Matre character, yeah. So a lot of people have come out of the jail and immediately become hardcore BJP 4D chess supporters, just like people used to come back from the jails during the freedom movement as Marxists or Gandhians immediately right after coming out of jail. Only the people who didn't were people like Savarkar. So yes, BJP has helped in the legal affairs of many people, but the majority or the most significant ones were not created, sustained, saved, anything by BJP. They were just less fucked with because of the perceived alliance between them and BJP. That's the case with many other people as well. And you might say that no, but Congress would not have done that. Congress would have gone after them if they were in power, etc. Or let's say the vice versa. If Congress today was in power, Congress would not also protect them that much really, and BJP would also not fuck with those pro-Congress academics just because they think Congress is too powerful and let's not fuck with them. That's not the case because there are not really any examples of the support that BJP might end up giving. None of these people are getting any support. And let's say, did Congress or Trinamool rough up all of their detractors as well? Were all journalists and podcasters, podcaster nahi tha Congress ke time pe, or today, are all of anti-Mamta podcasters getting killed and stuff? If you are effective enough, that's when you get into their radar. If you change too many people's minds, then you get into their radar. And if you are rude enough and stuff, when you do come into their radar, when they do start fucking with you, then what is the party that ends up benefiting from these sorts of views that's being pushed by this journalist or podcaster? Then what does that party do? And there, everyone pretty much agrees all across the country from all political aisles that BJP is the worst of the lot. My second point was that I think we have digressed from one particular issue, which was about criticizing BJP, not criticizing RSS, because after all, RSS has one layer of removal because they are not directly paid by our taxes. The criticism that we are right now giving towards RSS must be aptly directed towards BJP, not RSS. I do have some sympathy for RSS because after all, they are not in power. Their people are not in power. It's not officially RSS that's running the country. It's officially BJP that's running the country. So let's not conflate the two. And a lot of right-wingers are conflating Congress and BJP as well. Let's not do that as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks for this very interesting debate. I think we forget the power of protest sometimes, and it's good. Sometimes it's good to talk openly about a few things. There's a reason that it's only after 2025 that we get to see textbook changes by NCERT. We could have seen them in 2020, 2021, 2022, 3, 4, and we see them in 2025. And that's where the disillusionment with the BJP lies. I think that it's only after 240 that this is being done. I'll tell you why. I was very hurt earlier. This was during the fact that the Savarkar movie, which I think is one of the best movies made on any Indic-wing hero, was completely flopped, not promoted, and Randeep Hooda was not given much institutional or other monetary support. Not much at any rate, because I remember that I wanted to buy tickets for a few hundred people, and I was having a very difficult time trying to buy tickets, and only Maharashtrians actually saw that movie, properly. The Savarkar movie was not at all promoted by anyone. It was not promoted by RSS, not promoted by BJP, not promoted by Modi ji, who did promote Article 370, by the way, heavily. So what hit me was that it seems that Hindutva has been on the back burner till 2024 elections. Right after 2024, we see Waqf, we see a lot of this textbook change, this, that. But now they are reduced to 240. That's where the problem lies. Another problem that I see, that we're all debating the Sangh. Now, personally, there is a small issue with this. Of course, Neerajan is right that the Sangh cannot be held accountable like the BJP, because the Sangh does not, we don't vote for the Sangh. Having said that, the Sangh is in charge. For example, its constitution does not allow BJP to deal much in issues related to the students' unions and teachers' unions. Okay, the education sector is under the Sangh, which is again a big disappointment in some ways. I'm not saying they should have changed things like come in 2014, change every textbook all over the world. But when BJP got a sizable 300 seats, 303 seats, with the NDA tally almost, I think, going up to 350 or something, then the BJP could have implemented a lot of things, including the Waqf bill, the textbook changes, the UCC, kick out the foreigners bill that came recently. It seems all of this is right after 240. So that's the disappointment. The first 5 years I get. The first 5 years was about building toilets. I totally get it. You get the votes, you get 300 seats, good for you. You get you get 15, 20 states, good for you. But then after that, these things should have been done. And it's that delay, that whole year, let's keep these guys hungry and waiting for so long. That attitude is very difficult for us to digest, because the problem is, see, I keep saying this, the elite, the ruling elite of this country are not the BJP, they're not the Hindutvawadis. The ruling elite of this country are the dominant caste parties like Congress and CPM and all these other, feudal parties essentially. And the BJP has to understand that this is a once in a lifetime chance that they got to rule for 15 years. It may not come back again. Okay. And the problem is slightly different, that if the Congress is going to be there in a weird form. We can't see it maybe because they're losing a lot of elections right now. The Congress and CPIM represent two different things that never go away. The CPIM's ideas of playing the poverty card there will always be poor people, so they'll always be able to play it. The Congress will always be able to play its elite card, because there will always be elites who will love to have a crony capitalist kind of socialist setup with complete monopoly over production. So these two things will always keep these two sets of elites in power. It's only the BJP that talks about non-dominant OBCs, about non-elites, poor people, poor Hindus, all that stuff. But the problem is sometimes it just feels like talk. And then, of course, I don't think none of us are crazy enough to go and vote for leftist parties tomorrow, or even promote leftist politics tomorrow. But the bigger issue here is that if you're going to keep us hungry and waiting for 15 years, then that's just sad. That's just a betrayal at some level. It feels like one. And I guess 240 was the best thing to happen to us. Let's see. Because ultimately, the textbooks are changing. A lot of things are, coming back. A lot of things seem to happen right now. And let's hope Bengal also happens. It's on the agenda, I guess. So I guess that worked. Like the criticism through 240, even if it wasn't our criticism, I don't know. Like I guess a lot of Hindutvawadis voted, but some things did not work. But at least then you came back to your basics. So that may have helped, I think. Yeah, and I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah, Ninajanda, over to you. I will be back in about 15 minutes, so you can continue.
Okay. So imagine a situation where the husband or the wife is not that interested in sex, and therefore has sex like once in a 6-month window, or maybe once a year, maybe never. And the other partner in the relationship, the spouse, is really interested in sex, and he or she keeps on complaining. After 5-6 years, he or she finally hires a prostitute or simply cheats with some other person. But up until the point that the person cheated or went to a prostitute, the only explanation given by the spouse who's refusing sex was that, what will you do? You'll cheat.